Hello dear students, welcome to LFI Educates. So this is your last video for the chapter determinants, and here we shall learn about how to solve system of linear equations. So I have written a system of linear equations. It's a equation containing three linear equations here. So how to solve them? When it was 2, like if you have a system of linear equation having two variables, then you have learned in your grade 10 to solve them using elimination method, then cross multiplication and others. But what about them? How to solve them? So to solve them, we can consider this particular equation as, I can write the coefficient of this matrix as A1 B1 C1, A2 B2 C2, A3 B3 C3. So I can write the coefficients as a matrix and the variables as x. So what is x? It will be x, y, z for those which we want to find the solution. And what is our b? It will be the constants here. So d1, d2, d3. Now if I want to reduce this equation in a different form, I can write this equation will look like ax equal to b in the matrix form. Okay, so the first condition is that if we want to find the solution of this x, so we need to check whether this function is invertible or not. That is, whether this square matrix, whether it is non-singular or not. If it is non-singular, if determinant of a is not equal to 0, then we are able to find the inverse of a, isn't it? So if we are able to find the inverse of a, so let me multiply a inverse on both sides, a inverse, and this will be a inverse b. So this will give us, I can bring the brackets here, so it will be into x and this will be a inverse b, or a inverse into a will be I into x and that will be equal to a inverse b, or this can be written as x is equal to a inverse b. Fine. That means I can find the value of x using multiplying the a inverse and the matrix b, because both are inverses. And also we know that from the matrix chapter that inverse of a matrix, if it exists, is always unique. So whatever solution we get here for x will always be unique. Okay, so now let us see one more thing. Here we have taken the case when the matrix is non-singular. So what if it is singular? That means that what if it is determinant of a is equal to 0? Then what? At that time we need to find the adjoint of a and multiply with b. So if it is equal to 0, then we shall say that the system of equations might have no solutions, or there may be infinitely many solutions. And if it is not equal to 0, then we can clearly say that the system of equations has no solution. So now let us proceed to exercise 4.6. So we have taken a question, that is question number 9. Here the system of equations are given like this. Now this system of equation can be written in the form ax is equal to b. How? If I want to write x equal to b, then what will be our a? Our a will be the matrix 2, 1, 1, the coefficient of x, y and z, then 1, minus 2, minus 1, and 0, 3 and minus 5. So this will be the matrix A. What about x? X will be a 3 by 1 matrix, that will be x, y, z. And what about b? B will be the constants, that is 1, 3 by 2 and 9. Now the first thing we need to do is, if we want to find the x, we can find it in the way a inverse b. So the first thing we want to check that whether this matrix is non-singular or not. That is by finding the determinant. So the determinant of a will be 2, 1, 1, 1, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 3, minus 5. So let us expand it along the first column, because we have a 0 here, so it will be 2 into the minor, that is 2 minus 1 3 minus 5, then a 2 1, so it will be minus 1, all the remaining elements 1 1 3 minus 5, 1 1 3 minus 5 and 0. So I am not writing that element because this part will be 0. Now this will give us minus 5 into minus 2 will be 10, and minus minus will be plus 3, minus 1 minus 5 minus 3. So this will give us 10 plus 3 13, and here we shall have minus 3 8, so minus 8 will be plus 8. So this will give us 26 plus 8, and that will be 34. So clearly this is not equal to 0. Fine. Okay, now what we need to find, since our determinant of A, let me write it here, determinant of A is not equal to 0, is equal to 34, and that is not equal to 0. Okay, so our next target will be to find the adjoint of A. So to find the adjoint of A, what we need to find the cofactor matrix first, cofactor matrix of A. So as I have already calculated it here, our cofactor matrix is given by 13 5 3 8 minus 10 minus 6 1 3 and minus 5. Okay, and how to find the adjoint of A? Adjoint of A will be the transpose of this cofactor matrix. Okay, so just symbolically I am writing it here. So that will be equal to, if you take the transpose, leave the diagonal elements as it is, minus 10 minus 5, and here interchange the rows and columns, so it will be 5 3 8 1 and minus 6 and 3. So this is our adjoint of A. Okay, so since we have got the adjoint of A, now let us find the inverse. Okay, let me remove this. So A inverse will be adjoint of A divided by determinant of A. So what is our adjoint of A? This one, and determinant of A is 34. So let us write 1 by 34 into 13 8 1 5 minus 10 3 3 minus 6 and minus 5. So that is the inverse. Now to find x, okay, and what is our x? It is A inverse of B, so it will be 1 by 34 into the same matrix into B. And what is our B? It is 1 3 by 2 and 9. Okay, and if I write the elements here, 13 1 5 minus 10 3 3 minus 6 and minus 5. Fine, and that will be equal to, keep the 1 by 34 here, so it's a matrix of order 3 by 3 and it is a matrix of order 3 by 1, multiply it, so it will be 13 plus, it's a 24 12 plus 9, and here it will be 5 minus 20 30 15 plus 27, and here it will be 3 minus 6 3 18 minus 9 and 9 5 45. So this is a matrix of order 3 by 1. Now calculate this, it will be 1 by 34, so 13 26 25 and 9 34, and here it will be 15 minus 5 will minus 10, it will be minus 17, sorry 17 only, and here it will be 45 54 and 51, minus 51. Okay, now if I calculate this, so 34 34 will cancel each other because it will be scalar multiplication, and here it will be 34, this will be 1 by 2 and this will be minus 3 by 2. So therefore, since it is the x, and what was x? Or x was x, y, z. It was a matrix. So corresponding to this x, what we shall have? The variable x will be equal to 1, y will be equal to 1 by 2, and z will be equal to minus 3 by 2. So this is how we find the solution of a system of linear equations. So that will be the end of this chapter, and I have done many problems in the PDF, and also in the worksheets I have given many. So please go through all the problems, as well as go through all the examples especially. So, and if you have any doubt, please feel free to contact me anytime, and till then, stay home and stay safe. Thank you.